Hello people, I'm Ginny Metheral and I'm a fourth generation witch. I want to talk about something that is happening big time in this part of the world at the moment. And in fact, we can barely leave my house without bumping into another group of wassailers in action. So for today's video, I want to talk you through wassailing, its pagan rites, its rituals, traditions, its witchcraft, and then join me and Mr. Metheral as we go wassailing at our local orchards. But I just want to introduce you to today's video sponsor, Aura, the all-in-one mindfulness and sleep app. This is award-winning. It has got over 8 million subscribers currently, and it really helps with all sorts of aspects of your mental and physical well-being, from sleep to depression. Now, I particularly like it because you can make your own playlist, and this playlist is personalised to you with either help from the app or from your own personal preference. There is a huge amount of resources on it, and so I have created my own personal playlist for you to use. Simply click on the link in the description box below. Why not join me on a new 30-day Aura challenge? And for this, I'm going to offer you an exclusive discount from the link in my description box below. All you have to do is log in, create an account, and away you go. There are so many benefits for you. Why not try it with me this new year? Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. Wassailing has its roots in its pagan Old English customs. It's been done for centuries. I mean, in fact, the name Wassail comes from the Old Norse, so it's been around since at least the Vikings. The Old Norse meaning of wassail was be well, be of good cheer, be healthy. It became both a toast and a wish for prosperity. There is two distinct forms of wassailing, the orchard wassail and the walking from house to house, wishing people good cheer and wassailing them at their door. However, we're going to be looking at the traditional orchard wassailing. Orchard wassailing is literally a way to wake the spirits of the orchard. This would ensure your prosperity for the coming year and a great and bountiful harvest. It was very important to wake the orchard in January. Orchard spirit needs to be woken up and blessed. That will ensure that we have great apples. And also, it's great fun. So I think you should always wassail. It's very good for your orchards and very good for you. Obviously, our pagan ancestors had this as a blend of fertility rites, a blend of traditional pagan worship, and the exorcism of evil spirits. Now, this is one of the most important parts of wassailing, of course, because your orchard cannot produce a bountiful harvest if you've got evil spirits in it. So wassailing banished them. Wassailing nowadays follows pretty much quite closely to the original traditions of wassailing, but it does depend on where you are. Different areas have different varied traditions. I would say in Devon, where I live in the southwest, we are very much a king and queen of the wassail, who represent the male and the female spirits of the orchard. The wassail starts at the mother tree of the orchard. The mother tree is the tree that will produce the most fruit, or the mother of them all. This is the tree that therefore is venerated and libations are poured upon. The king and queen may well add their own blessings. What is most interesting is that their rites and rituals always involve circle magic. This is where you dance 3 times around the tree in order to wind in Earth's magical power and bless this tree so that it can then spread out this bounty to the rest of the orchard. The trees have cider poured over their roots, and this is an important aspect because it reminds the tree that this is the point of its bounty. You know, the good old apple's going to be made delicious cider. And likewise, the toast is often soaked in the cider and hung in the branches of the trees because this attracts birds, and the birds keep down the pests. And so therefore, there will be more likely the chance of a great and bountiful harvest. You need to make as much noise as possible when wassailing. We, as you can possibly hear in this video, were banging our sticks together and cheering. This is the warding off of evil spirits. We have circled the tree 3 times in order to cast our spell, and now we are cleansing and purifying the area through this banging and cheering. And this is why guns are fired, in order to scare away those evil spirits. Wassailing traditionally takes place around January, towards the end of January, so Old Twelfth Night, as it is known as, or around that time anyway. It's an incredibly joyful experience. In this part of the world, we have Morris men, these mad men, as they were known even in Tudor times as being slightly bizarre, dance around, accompanied by the Green Man. The Morris men will chase away those evil spirits. They will ensure that the orchard itself is kept safe from any harm and is able to therefore go out into this year producing its great bounty. We want as many apples as possible, after all, in order to have some cider. And cider is absolutely delicious, is it not? I drink quite a lot of cider, so, very keen on wassailing. I want to ensure that I've got some cider to drink next year because it's delicious. Wassailing should always incorporate the Green Man. This Green Man is the embodiment of spring. He is going to put his fertility, maleness into the orchard so that it can spring into life. And your queen should always be a young and beautiful maiden. Of course, if you have an orchard and you want to do some wassailing, you don't necessarily people shooting shotguns or cider drinking Morris dancers. Just yourself, some sticks, some loud cheer, a lot of singing, a lot of dancing, maybe a bonfire, and you are well on your way to getting a wonderful harvest. So Mr. Metheral and I joined this very organised wassailing ceremony in a pub not far from us. We were given the most delicious apple-based drinks throughout the evening, as much as I could pour down my throat. I mean, I didn't pour it down my throat, but, I could have. And then we had to learn a wassail song. This is the one that they gave us. It is quite an old one from the region. And, of course, the Morris men then took us out. The ceremony started with us dancing around the main mother tree 3 times, whilst everyone made quite a lot of noise and banged their sticks. The Green Man then made libations of cider and poured it over the roots of the mother tree with his wassail queen by his side. We then sang our song and shots were fired in order to scare away the evil spirits. The Morris men treated us to their final worshipping dance. Before taking us back into the barn to eat the most delicious supper. But on the way, I got starstruck and met the Green Man. I was quite happy. Whilst eating our delicious dinner, it really was truly wonderful, we were serenaded to shanty music. I've never heard shanty music, but I've decided I love it. Definitely a fun evening. We are in full wassailing throes at the moment, so, go out now. If you wish to learn more traditional witchcraft, do go over to my Patreon at patreon.com/Ginny Metheral and become a coven member. We meet once a month and we learn a new aspect of witchcraft each month. And I am starting a new course this year, which, although if you missed the first couple of months, it doesn't matter, we will pick this up. However, come and join. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do like and subscribe if you did, and let me know in the comments whether you have been wassailing or were going to go. And otherwise, I will see you in my next video.